So today we are driving from Langebaan. We are on our way to Bontebok National Park, just outside of Swellendam. So
Underneath the Langeberg Mountains.
Langeberg mountain range.
Yes.
We are planning on staying there the weekend, so it's Friday today and tomorrow, sleeping over Saturday night, driving back home on Sunday. Quite an adventurous drive.
It's a bit far.
A bit far out from Langebaan, about 3.5 hours, and I think 2 hours from Cape Town.
2.5 hours. It actually marks the halfway point between Cape Town and George.
Cape Town and George.
Nice. So it's 2.5 hours from Cape Town and 2.5 hours from George.
So he's been there recently, of course.
Yes,
So-
I like it. I love it there actually.
Yes, she does. And then we will, so quite an adventurous drive. We'll shoot some footage. We're in a rush because we're probably going to get there quite late, so the sun will be setting. But on the drive back, we plan on leaving a bit early on Sunday to get some of the scenic drive, capture some of the scenic drive and show you guys that. This will be another campsite review.
Of the Bontebok campsite.
Bontebok.
We've been there before. We liked it.
Pro
So now
tip.
we're coming back.
So we are coming back, so we know what we're getting this time. Yeah, enjoy the video. Peace.
Happy camping!
Hey campers, as predicted, we arrived a bit later than planned and had to hustle to make the most of the remaining daylight. To kick things off, we had to drive back out of the park and into Swellendam, about 10 minutes drive away, to grab some wood for our first night's braai. To walk you through the process though, at the park's entrance, the security guard provides you with a check-in form which you'll need to fill out and hand in at reception. Reception is just a short drive into the park on your right, and this is where you'll pay conservation fees, as Bontebok is one of 8 sand parks in the Western Cape. After check-in, we chose a campsite nestled within a stunning area of indigenous flora. It was the perfect blend of seclusion and nature. With the daylight fading fast, we got straight into pitching the tent. Chloe had unfortunately been dealing with some lower back pain leading up to our trip, so it was a case of all little hands on deck. Our little helpers stepped up and attempted to make a serious difference. Joining us on this camp was Chloe's sister, brother-in-law and their 2 daughters. It had been quite the while since we last camped together, and being back in the great outdoors, watching the cousins play and reconnect was just awesome. We ended the evening with some gin, a camp braai under the starry sky before zipping up our tents early after a long, fulfilling day, excited for the next day's explorations. Stay tuned. We look forward to sharing this campsite with you. Troy and I were up at the crack of dawn, ready to make a proper cup of camp coffee. There is something so peaceful about these mornings in nature. Maybe it is the birds chirping in the background or the soft hum of the outdoors. But it is these simple moments that makes camping so special for me. The campsite we chose tucked away between the indigenous flora had its charm, but also brought along its fair share of mosquitoes. If you're planning a trip out here, do not forget the bug spray. For us, the Peaceful Sleep Family Care Spray has saved us from a few camping blood donations. Now, I'll let Chloe walk you through the campsite amenities to get a closer look at what makes this campsite so unique.
Walking over to the amenities hub, conveniently located at the center between the cabins and the campsites, you'll find a thoughtfully designed space that caters to all campers' needs. The first thing that you'll notice as you step onto the front porch of the hub is the under-roof braai area, thoughtfully equipped with 2 picnic-style tables. Initially, I pondered the purpose of this before recalling those rainy camp weekends, the ones that your friends often lock you into, and then I pictured the space with the soothing sound of rain on the roof, laughter from your friends around the tables playing cards, and the warm crackle of a fire in the background. It's the kind of setup that makes any winter camping trip memorable. And what's a braai area without a nearby kitchen? Just a few steps away, you'll find a well-equipped space featuring 3 hot plate stoves, 2 salad basins, an urn, and a microwave. Since we lucked out with the clear skies and tend to rely on our own camping gear, we didn't get a chance to use these facilities. But for those still building their camping kit, these convenient additions could be a real game changer. And stepping out of the kitchen area onto the opposite side's porch, you are greeted by a breathtaking view. A sprawling community lawn with lush green grass, all framed by the majestic Langeberg Mountains. Right at the heart of the lawn is a convenient recycling station, a nod to sustainability. To the left of the lawn, you will find the gentlemen's bathrooms, and to the right, the ladies' bathrooms, and a well-equipped scullery area that caught us by surprise. It features 2 washing machines, 2 laundry basins, and 2 wash-up stations tucked neatly in the back. A practical setup, especially for the longer stays. We didn't use the laundry facilities during this trip, but I could see them being a real lifesaver for longer stays, especially if you're camping with kids who seem to generate an endless pile of laundry. Now, let's talk bathrooms. As you step inside, you are greeted by a clean, well-thought-out layout. There's a bench for your belongings, pristine round basins with soap dispensers, and a large mirror. Each shower area has just enough space for comfort, and the small window by the shower not only provides ventilation, but also gives you a peek of the outdoors, letting you feel close to nature, even here. And right outside the spotless and well-maintained toilet cubicles, you'll find a large counter complete with a mirror and conveniently placed plug points, perfect for styling your hair or adding the finishing touches to your camping glam. There's also a separate accessible bathroom for those that might be struggling with disabilities, with a complete shower and toilet. But here's the kicker. In the ladies' bathroom, there is a dedicated bathtub room. Yes, you heard that right. A bathtub. For families camping with little ones, this one came in real handy for us. Have you ever stayed at a campsite with such well thought out amenities? How do they compare to other places you've been? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your stories.
Now, for the accommodation aspect. We of course came for the camping. However, there are cabins that could be rented too. We did not have to book any specific campsites ahead of time, and it seemed to be more a first come first serve basis. Our campsite was fully surrounded by shrubs compared to the more open ones that are found within the park. Generally, a family of 4 can fit on a campsite, and each campsite is fitted with the standard braai and dustbin. Additionally, power and water points are located between every second top level campsite. Most of the grass lawns are well kept, although we did struggle with a few devil thorns that had made their way onto our ground sheets, which was not ideal for the 2 crawling toddlers, and there were a few molehills here and there, which is to be expected in a national park. The lower level campsites along the Breda Rivier, preferred by campers who enjoy the white noise produced by the river and whose kids can swim, had unfortunately flooded this year July, and to our disappointment had not yet been restored. Although these campsites were less private and did not come with electricity. This of course did not stop us from taking refreshing daily dips, and due to the heat this was pretty much it for activities this time around. For those who enjoy river fishing, mountain biking, hiking and self-game drives, Bontebok has it all on offer, as long as you're not expecting to see the big five on your game drive. Cool! We're safely back at home, and that concludes the Bontebok National Park campsite review. We really hope that you enjoyed the video and that you'll give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel to come along on our future camping adventures. In the meantime, enjoy the festive season, enjoy the family, and happy camping. Cheers!